Good afternoon, everybody. We're here with the 14U Mustangs for our first game against the Toledo Cherokee. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a light show as the Cherokee come out onto the ice. We're coming to you from a rink near Toledo. So we came off of two big wins yesterday against Ohio Prospect.
Now, welcome to the ice, your Toledo Cherokee!
So obviously a little bit of home ice advantage for the Toledo Cherokee. And we got the lights back on. Our Mustangs will be in their black jerseys. The Toledo Cherokee will be in their white, black, and red jerseys. So we have a little bit of problems with the Wi-Fi, so we're going off a cellular. So hopefully the connection holds up and hopefully it's not too choppy for you. Again, this is the first game of a doubleheader against the Toledo Cherokee. We'll be coming back to you at 3 p.m. this afternoon. Now, this is going to be a much tougher team than yesterday. So hopefully everyone's rested up and ready to go. We've been traveling all over Ohio this weekend, playing some games. So definitely much better view from last night. We actually have room to see the whole ice, but I do appreciate Chad with all of his awesome work on the computer, switching back and forth between the feeds, and also for Mason Steer giving the extra camera work too yesterday. So we're just going through warm-ups. It looks like we still have about 2.5 minutes left in warm-ups. One thing that I have noticed is the ice has been pretty well cut for all of these rinks in Ohio. The two games yesterday, they actually did a dry cut followed by a regular ice cut before both of the games. And the one game, they had the edger out there too beforehand. So no wet ice and sticking pucks here. So I'm going to mute you here for a minute just because of the music, although the music seems to be going in and out too. Okay, we have about 6 seconds left in warm-ups. Going through our warm-ups again. Again, 14U AA Mustangs will be in their black jerseys. The Toledo Cherokee will be in their white jerseys. And this is the first game of a doubleheader. We'll be coming to you again at 3 p.m. this afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Like I said, we had some trouble with the Wi-Fi, so we're working off a cellular, so hopefully it's not too choppy for you. If it does get too choppy, we'll upload it to our YouTube page on Brickwall Broadcast, and hopefully it'll be a little bit less choppy on the download. But hopefully everything will go through well for the live feed as well. So the Mustangs are in their huddle. Looks like we're going to be playing 16-minute games today. So never know how many minutes are going to be up on the period. Each game is different. Yesterday was 14 minutes. Today it looks like 16 minutes. So we'll see how many minutes the penalties will be as well for the 16-minute games. And good luck to everybody else who's playing today. I'm sure that there's lots of games going on today. So again, we're coming to you from a rink near Toledo, home of the Toledo Cherokee. Looks like it's called the Team Toledo Ice House. So it looks like Merrill's in the net on our right. We have Wenzel, Zoldy, Brooks, Steer, and Moore heading out for our starting lineup for the Mustangs. So everyone's hyped up, ready to go. Puck drop with Moore at the faceoff. The Cherokee have it. Send it, broken up by Zoldy. Williams is there to try to keep it in. Dumped puck blocked by Brooks. Williams comes in behind the net. Changes directions to Brooks. Brooks changes directions again. Shot saved by Merrill and covered. So I guess they changed up that line from when they were first out there. I do apologize. So it looks like we're going to get a line change. We're going to have Giesman, Baker, wide line, Knob, and Wilson on a faceoff to Merrill's right. So Giesman with the faceoff goes towards Wilson. Wilson behind the net around towards Baker. Baker along the near wall goes to the Cherokee. Baker breaks that up, sends it back up along the wall, but Cherokee keep it in. Shot saved by Merrill. Y-line out to the wall. Y-line and Wilson fighting for this puck. Giesman sends that up, but the Cherokee keep it in. Shot, stick saved by Merrill there. Knob picks it up, sends it around behind the boards. Baker hits it up, but the Cherokee keep it in. Cherokee have it at the red dot. Try to get around. Good job by the Mustangs to break that up. Wide line with that puck, centers it to Baker. Baker through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Baker with a shot saved by the goalie and covered. So 14:59 left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. We'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie. Looks like we're going to have Downey, Bilodeau, Conrad, Brooks, and Steer. So Downey with the face-off. Conrad goes into the corner to try to get the puck. The Cherokee send it behind the net. Cherokee in the far corner, broken up momentarily by Downey. Steer sends it to Conrad. Conrad dumps it down. The goalie plays it behind the net. Downey comes in there, kind of breaks up that play momentarily as the goalie was out of the crease. Downey along the boards to break up that play. Brooks will pick up this puck, sends it over to Steer. Steer up towards Bilodeau, and that'll be icing. So 14:23 left in the first period, still 0-0. We'll face off to Merrill's left. We'll have Williams, Knob, Lugar, Sheehan, and Eichfeld. Oh, it'll be to the right of Merrill. So Eichfeld with that face-off sitting along the dot. Sheehan gets it up, but the Cherokee have it at the point. Blocked by the Mustangs. Cherokee send it behind the net. Williams picks up this puck into the corner. The Cherokee have it, send it over to the point. Shot blocked by Sheehan. Sheehan picks up that puck. Sheehan sends it up towards Eichfeld. Unfortunately, it's broken up, but Lugar gets it, sends it down into the offensive zone. Lugar at the blue line to try to keep it in. The Cherokee pass it back to the defense, send it cross ice into the neutral zone. The Cherokee dump it down after they gain the red line. The puck leaks behind the net. Knob will pick this up, changes directions to Williams. Williams back towards Knob and Sheehan. Cherokee have it at the blue line, send it towards the middle, broken up by Knob. Knob over towards Lugar. Lugar into the offensive zone, dumps it down. Sheehan comes in there. Good job breaking up that play by Sheehan. Centering pass, but we didn't have anybody there. Cherokee cross ice. Nice job by Wenzel to knock that down. Wenzel still fighting for that puck. Breaks up that play momentarily before the Cherokee bring it into the zone. Cross ice pass broken up. Zoldi in the corner. Wilson hits that puck up and gets it out into the neutral zone. It was tipped, so no icing. Wenzel in pursuit of this puck. Wenzel fighting hard to get to that puck. Good job by Wenzel. Break up that play. Moore picks up this puck behind the net. Moore centering shot, saved by the goalie. The Cherokee pick up the puck into the middle, bring it into the neutral zone. Wilson and Steer back on D. Good job by Wilson to poke check that out to the corner. Moore comes into that corner to break up that play. Wilson in assistance. Steer will pick up this puck, sends it around the boards towards Wenzel. Moore in the corner, trying to get to that puck. Wenzel picks that up, sends it hard out into the neutral zone. The Cherokee will collect this, take it behind their net. Zoldi in pursuit of the puck. The Cherokee have it in the middle, a little bit of speed into the offensive zone. Get around, shot saved by Merrill and covered. So 12-17 left in the first period. Score still 0-0. We'll have a face-off to the left of Merrill. We'll have wide line, Giesman, Baker, Knob, and Brooks. So the face-off's still sitting along the dot. Cherokee send it towards the corner, broken up by Brooks. Brooks takes it behind the net, sends it over towards wide line to the middle towards Baker. Baker pursues this puck as there's no ice. The Cherokee send it behind the net. Giesman putting pressure along the puck. Cherokee send it behind the net again, up along the boards. Broken up momentarily by Giesman. Giesman picks up this puck, sends it over to Baker. Baker dumps it down. The Cherokee will regroup. Cross ice pass, broken up by Knob. Knob sends it back down into the offensive zone. Cross ice pass by Cherokee. Baker picks this up, dumps it down, but unfortunately we were offsides. So 11:35 left in the first period. Score is still 0-0. We'll have a face-off on that far dot outside of the zone. We'll have Downey, Conrad, Bilodeau, Steer, and Wilson. So Downey with a face-off goes back to the Cherokee. Cherokee send it up. Steer deflects that momentarily. The Cherokee have it. Breakaway, saved by Merrill. Bilodeau and Conrad. Conrad gets that out into the neutral zone. Centering pass, but the Cherokee pick this off. Cherokee bring it in. Shot saved by Merrill out to the corner. Wilson comes in to try to break up that play. Cherokee have it behind the net. Send it over towards the near boards. Cherokee send it back up to the point. Broken up by Conrad. Gets it to Downey. Downey passes it to Bilodeau. Bilodeau back to Downey. Downey tries to get it back to Bilodeau. Broken up by the Cherokee. The Cherokee have some speed through the neutral zone. Cherokee bring it in. Good job by Downey to break up that play. Cherokee with a shot, saved by Merrill. Nice slap shot, saved by Merrill. Another slap shot, save. Centering pass broken up by Downey. Downey with a cross ice pass to Eichfeld in the neutral zone. Eichfeld to Bilodeau. Bilodeau back to Eichfeld, who's on in! So great pass. Downey up to Eichfeld to Bilodeau, back to Eichfeld and in. So that'll put the Mustangs up on the board. 10:32 left in the first period. So great job passing there to get the opening. So we'll have Eichfeld, Sheehan, Lugar, Brooks, and Knob out there for the Mustangs. So Eichfeld with a face-off, gets it in towards the neutral zone. Eichfeld gets it to Lugar. Lugar along the near boards. Lugar takes it behind the net. Lugar changes directions into the corner. Lugar still fighting for that puck. The puck leaks out to the point. Knob with a slap shot blocked off of the Cherokee. Sheehan comes in. Sheehan with pursuit of that puck. Sheehan takes away that puck momentarily. Still fighting in the corner there. Eichfeld comes up with it. Eichfeld fighting behind the net. Gets it over towards Lugar in the far corner. Dumps it back to Sheehan. Sheehan up along the boards. Cherokee center it, broken up by Eichfeld. Eichfeld gets it towards Sheehan. Cherokee sends it out to the near boards. Eichfeld keeps it in and dumps it back down. Lugar is there trying to center. It gets deflected behind the net. The Cherokee hard pass up into the neutral zone. Baker comes in off the bench, picks up that puck. Oh, unfortunately, we were offsides. So Baker came in off that bench, picked up that puck, but unfortunately, we hadn't gotten back on sides there. So 9:37 left in the first period. The Mustangs are ahead 1-0. Giesman, wide line, Baker, Wilson, and Steer. Steer will pick up this puck, dumps it down behind the net. Giesman in pursuit of the puck, but the Cherokee bring it out into the middle. Cherokee has some speed into the neutral zone. Cherokee get it into the zone. Steer there. Shot saved by Merrill. Wide line with a hit to break up that play momentarily. The Cherokee have it, shot off of the side of the net. Cherokee send it up to the red line, back behind the net, back up, broken up by Baker. Baker gets it to Steer. Steer over into the middle, but the Cherokee picks us off. Cherokee into the offensive zone, goes towards Merrill. Merrill sends it over to the corner, and we're going to have a penalty. So it's going to be a tripping penalty. And it's going to be against Steer. So Steer will be going to the box. We'll see how long the penalties are. So still waiting to put it up on the clock. We have 8:58 left in the first period. Looks like a minute 30 penalty kill. We have Moore, Wenzel, Wilson shot saved by Merrill. Brooks, Wilson, Wenzel, and Moore out there on a face-off to Merrill's left. So we'll repeat that. So Moore with the face-off, goes towards Wenzel. The Cherokee have it, bring it up to the point. Shot saved by Merrill. Wilson breaks up that play. The Cherokee have it behind the net, send it towards the blue line, broken up by Brooks. Wenzel gets that up into the neutral zone. Wenzel with some speed, dumps it towards the middle before he gets hit. Moore putting pressure along that puck. The Cherokee send it behind the net. Cherokee cross ice pass to the near boards. Cherokee will slow down. Still a minute on our penalty kill. Wenzel putting pressure along that puck. Gets it up into the neutral zone. Brooks cross ice pass over towards Moore. Moore gets hit, but Wenzel does dump it down into the offensive zone. The Cherokee bring it into the neutral zone. Cherokee over to the corner. Deflected by Brooks and saved by Merrill. The Cherokee have it over along the boards. Williams fighting for that puck. Williams still fighting for that puck along the corner. The Cherokee have it at the dot. Bring it around. Wenzel breaks up that play. Cherokee have it at the top of the circle. Back and forth. Passing by the Cherokee. Cherokee down to the circle again. Up to the dot. Shot blocked by Williams. Centering pass broken up by Brooks. Cherokee have it at the dot. Couldn't get that shot off. Good job by Eichfeld to break up that play. Eichfeld still fighting for that puck. Eichfeld gets it out into the neutral zone. Eichfeld has some speed. 6 seconds left on our power play or penalty kill. Eichfeld with a shot over the net. Eichfeld along the boards trying to get to that puck. The Cherokee have it, send it into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass broken up by Eichfeld momentarily. The Cherokee bring it in. Knob breaks up that play as well momentarily. Eichfeld dumps it down. We are back to full strength. Cherokee send it to the blue line and dump it down to the corner. Eichfeld sends it up along the boards. Cherokee are there to pick it off. Cherokee bring towards the middle, and Merrill will cover it. So we have 7:03 left in the